Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I just wanted to do a video review for the WOODBRIDGE bathtub. In this video I'll just kind of give some thoughts on this, talk a little bit about the installation and some things to bear in mind with this. So one of the first things I wanted to mention is you can actually get a variation of this that has jets, or you can get the non-jetted version. We used to have a jetted tub in our prior property, and we just never really used it, so we ended up going with this one that was basically the base model. So you can choose between the base model or the jets. I definitely recommend, if you think that you're going to be utilizing the jets, definitely go with that, because obviously it's going to cost you a lot in terms of installation and labor to get this thing in and out and just working with it. In terms of getting this, it came in perfect condition. It was shipped very well, which was a concern because we had bought one from another brand that actually came damaged. So when I got this, I was a little nervous about that, but it actually came perfectly. This has all black hardware. We kind of matched the hardware, so here you can see we have our faucet here, which is all black, and it matches very nicely. It all looks like it belonged to it. This is basically your overflow drain, so if this gets this high, it'll overflow into that. And then this drain is very simple. It simply just pops down and locks, and then basically all the water will now stay. You pop it back up, it'll now go. Now, one thing we had to get with this that did not come with it, and even the installers weren't even looking at this when they went to do it, was you need a kit that essentially has a circular piece that sits on the base, and then there's a long rod that will go down into the existing drain that it was done in terms of rough plumbing. We ended up doing a full bathroom gut where we actually gutted the entire floor, even taking out the concrete and doing new plumbing. And I was able to add that piece, so that way the water simply goes right down straight through, and it prevents any issues with leakage. Now, the other thing that we had to do with this is just make sure that the bottom was tight and everything was exactly set up the way it needed to be. Otherwise, you can have leaks on the bottom of the tub. That had actually happened to us initially, and that was an installation error. So I would even be cautious as to whoever installs this. Make sure that you run it before they leave, and that you don't have any leaks. There's nothing coming out from the bottom and you have no water whatsoever. Just as a precaution for yourself, and to make sure you don't have to go back and redo anything. Once that's done, you could usually use something like a clear caulking. We just did this right around the base. So this basically you can see is thickly laid on, all going around the edges, and that way this completely will not move. It does have two balance pieces that sit on either end, and that essentially keeps the balance. I believe there's actually 4 of them. There's like 2 on each side, essentially on all corners, and you'll have to level those out. You can adjust them to make sure it's level with the floor. If the floor is slightly like maybe higher or lower depending on how it rests inside the room. Overall, I'm very happy with this tub. It's more than large enough. We even got this little extra pillow that has like suction. We'll put it on the end, so it kind of makes for like a nice pillow, but my wife absolutely loves using this. The other thing I would probably say would be make sure that whatever faucet you get has a really good flow rate, because this one, while not bad, if I show you, pretty standard, almost looks like a sink at that pace. It does take a little bit longer to fill up, and I would say roughly you're looking at about 15 to 20 minutes to get it to like a reasonable amount. If you're just doing something like a bath for your kid and maybe you just need a little bit of water in there, you could probably run it for like 5 to 10 minutes. But that's to be expected just given the pure size of this thing. But overall, very, very happy with the WOODBRIDGE tub. The look, the size, just everything about this came up perfect. It was exactly to the spec that we wanted. As you can see, we were able to put our shower here, fit the tub on this side, and the way this room was laid out was the wall used to actually go here, and we pushed it out, so we ended up getting this nook that we can use for like soaps and other things like that. And we're eventually going to install some shelving up there as well. But very happy with the whole turnout of this. It was really a showcase centerpiece of this bathroom for our new renovation. I'm very happy with how it all turned out. So anyway, I hope this is helpful for you, and I'll talk to you later.